release that he can't get to.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Today we're doing another NHL 18 ratings prediction video. Today we're going to be rating the top 10 rookies based on this NHL season. So rookies as in guys like Matthews, guys like Laine, that are the guys we are rating here. And if you guys watch the previous ratings predictions videos, it's no secret that ratings for rookies and younger players in general is always the most difficult task, because of the way EA gives rookies ratings. Even if they outperform, say, a player with an 88 overall this year, that doesn't necessarily mean EA gives them an 88 overall. It's weird how it works, but to put it in perspective, McDavid started at NHL 17 with an 88 overall. Panarin had an 86. So please bear with me and understand that this is why your favorite player may not have as high of a rating that you think they deserve. And also don't make things much easier knowing that this is probably one of the best rookie classes we've seen since arguably maybe even Crosby's rookie year. Some guys that I did not include on the list that were up for debate here included Connor Brown, Mikko Rantanen, Zaitsev missed the list. Yes, he did. Anthony Mantha, Braden Point, and Sebastian Aho was without a doubt the toughest one to leave out with that great season he put together. Had some of the most goals scored among rookies as well. Starting off though at number 10 is Jake Guentzel. Is he the most overlooked rookie on the list? It's debatable. I had to include the guy. He only had 33 points this season, but he only played 40 games. If he played the full season, we're talking near a 70-point season and 30 plus goals. I know the guy plays with stars like Malkin and Crosby, and I will again bring it up. He would have been on pace for more points than any other guys that played on the lines with them. I mean, depending on, you know, where he plays Kessel out, of course, because he swapped all over lines all over the place this year, it seemed like. The thing is, it is a big leap to go from an 80 overall to an 84 overall, and that's what I got Jake Guentzel doing this year. It's hard to say because he didn't play. Like I said, you miss games, that definitely affects your overall. When you only play half a season as a rookie, that hurts as well. But I do hope EA recognizes the talent that this guy did have, especially the piss he took all over the Blue Jackets in a postseason. He had a great postseason. That's never weighed as much as a regular season, so it's not an argument at all. But he did have a great regular season as well, so that's why I think he has a good chance to get to that 84 overall. Hopefully EA sees that. Number 9, Brady Tkachuk. I had to find a way to get this guy on the list as well. It's one thing for forwards to score 40, 45 points in their rookie season. It's another thing for D-men to do it and play at a high level defensively as well. Brady did that with an offensive stat line of 5 goals, 34 assists. He was only an 80 overall though, and I want to give him an 84 overall next season, even though it does seem like a big leap. Again, it's like the Guentzel situation. It's a leap of faith. I'm hoping it happens. I think he deserves it, so we're going to give him an 84 overall. Coming in at number 8 is Matthew Tkachuk. 13 goals, 35 assists, and an impressive rookie leading 105 penalty minutes this season. And believe it or not, that is an indirect compliment to the guy because it actually does kind of affect his stats a little bit. The checking and strength is going to see a little bit better of a boost than them other rookies are going to get. And he was one of the players who was already granted an 82 overall in NHL 17. So for him to make that leap to an 84 overall this year is very likely impossible. I think that's one of the bigger reasons he does crack higher on this list, because I think his likelihood of hitting that 84, just going up to +2, is a very likely possibility. Coming in at number 7, and this is hopefully where the politicalness ends to an extent on this list, I think. Provorov was an 83 overall already in NHL 17, which is higher than the guys below him on this list. And understanding he is a good player and will be for a long time to come, with those 6 goals, 24 assists at defense this season, when you try and dig into the head of EA, a guy that is an 83 overall already seems to be most likely to jump to an 85 overall the next season, being only 2 overall points away from it. Hence the reason we put him at number 7 with an 85 overall. Number 6 is William Nylander. Before I forget, I'm well aware some of these guys have been in the league for 2 years, but these guys did not have enough games played to qualify as a rookie in their first season. Hence the reason they're being considered for this list. He did finish 3rd among rookies in points this season with 22 goals and 39 assists, and I think being that he was already an 85 overall at the end of NHL 17, that he should definitely be yielded at least a +1 going into NHL 18 with an 86 overall. And I should make it noted too, just because these guys come in NHL 18 with these ratings, that doesn't mean a month or 2 into the season they light it up again and EA just throws these guys a 90 overall, 88, 89 overall, kind of like they did with McDavid this year. But then again, EA doesn't really update a lot of players. They call it a roster update. It's not. It's, I don't know what you would call it. A couple player update, a handful of guys update. You know what I'm getting at here. Love you guys, EA. I know you guys like me too. I know we're best friends. Mitch Marner, though, number 5, 85 overall last year. I can't believe I'm saying this, especially considering how vocal Leafs fans are, but I think Marner is very overlooked. He is a very good playmaker for the Leafs. The goals aren't there to make him this real flashy player, but guys like Backstrom have made a pretty good living in the NHL without being titled goal scorer last time I checked, though. 19 goals, 42 assists this season. I think it yields him an 86 overall next season. Number 4 is Matt Murray. He's one of them guys a lot of people might have argued should have been a Calder Trophy finalist. Why didn't he, though? I think it had a lot to do with the fact because he was in a quote majority split type role with Fleury during the season. Last year, remember, you guys were not happy with me not including him on any top 10 list. But this season, I think he should have enough games under his belt to earn the respect of EA, considering he posted 47 games started this season, 32 wins, and a .923 save percentage with a 2.41 goals against average and 2 Stanley Cups to his name. And before we try to pull out the anyone could do that on Pittsburgh card, Marc-Andre Fleury started 34 of those games this season and had a 3.02 goals against average and a .908 save. For comparison's sake, obviously Fleury was not quite as good as Matt Murray was this year. Murray did definitely shine, even though he did play on a very well team. You can't take away the way he played. We're going to give him an 87 overall next year because he was already an 86. Number 3 is my boy Zach Werenski. Besides me annoyingly shoving his name down you guys' throat all year in my videos, Werenski hadn't garnered near the respect that these other guys that were considered for the Calder had from the rest of the league. It wasn't until the playoffs where I started seeing people start to think, man, this boy can play. He had 11 goals, 36 assists, which was good for 7th among all rookie skaters and led rookies with a plus 17 on the year. And I know how little plus minus really does mean when arguing defensive ability, but you do have to take this into account. The amount of rookie mistakes most young D-men do make in a season and the significance that number actually does have because of it is a little bit of a big deal. I'm bouncing between an 87 and 86 overall for Zach. I am gonna hit him with an 87 overall this year. In respect of being named a Calder Trophy finalist, I think he should stick out a little bit more than the guys below him. Number 2 is Patrik Laine. He was an 86 overall at the end of NHL 17. He's got 36 goals, 28 assists, 73 games played. Laine's big problem here is missing those games, 9 of them. Being a rookie, that hurts him even more because he's got less history to go on for his overall. But we can sit here and say, well, what if he played those games? He could have scored 40 goals. All we want. But he didn't play those games, and the guy at number 1 did. That's going to give him the edge here. That guy at number 1, as much as it may kill me to say it, is Auston Matthews. Honestly, I'm really struggling and having a hard time only giving this guy an 88 overall. Again, though, I'm trying to go by EA's logic here. I still don't even think Matthews is on the same island as McDavid, but McDavid did miss a lot of games last season in his rookie year, so that may attribute to his overall being a smidge lower as well. Though EA knew who McDavid was, he was this proclaimed next Crosby in the making when ratings came out last year, so logically, I can't give Matthews anything over an 88 overall, though he did score 40 goals this year and managed to suit up for 82 games. If it wasn't for the run Matthews had at the end of the year where he dropped 9 goals in 13 games, I'd probably still be trying to convince you guys that Laine belongs in this spot, and it's still honestly a good argument. And had my boy Werenski not cooled off in the point department later in the year, it could also be a very controversial top 3. But I've come to the conclusion Matthews did probably put up the best season this year at this point for rookies. I hate to admit it. I can't do it. I didn't say it. But considering all these factors, I do think Matthews did garner himself the respect and deserving of the number 1 spot for the rookies this year. So as always, guys, I'd like to hear your top 10. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.